Chris, talk about what makes these teams we're going to see here so great defensively.
Well, one thing is length. When you have length, you have guys that can switch any position. And when you're able to switch, it makes it easier because in a pick and roll, if you have to get through one slight second of being late, oh, you're going to lose your man. But when you switch, your other defender is already in front of the man. And so I think it's the length, switching, and also that help side defense, that shot blocking coming from the weak side.
That effort, though, is always there in all those different scenarios, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. Length means nothing without effort, and you got to have heart to play.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Jay Crowder. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well-suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
Now, here's Brown. Outside, Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one misses. The Heat go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Miami.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
And so, Smart nails both of them.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Now here's Butler. And in the game with Charlotte, he did not play well. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation.
Celtics ball.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Now Walker, 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Dragic with some nice D. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Crowder. And Boston with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Smart. Robinson pulls it in.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Butler dishes to Dragic. Back to Butler. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Adebayo. And Tatum pulls it down.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
Celtics trailed by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tatum against Adebayo. Tatum's shot is off.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Robinson passes to Dragic. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Nails the baby hook.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
I mean, an obsessive personality type Jimmy Butler. Back in Marquette, he'd stop a fast break drill when he caught a pass with one hand instead of two and say, do it over. That perfectionism still drives him today.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Jimmy Butler. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Shoots over Brown, and it's Butler missing. And Jimmy Butler, a creature of habit, isn't he, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Kevin. He eats the same meals for breakfast and lunch. He watches the same movies over and over, the same thing every day. It's brought him to this point, right? So why stop now?
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Here's Walker. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
But Walker has speed to burn, a nightmare keeping him out of the paint.
Stolen by Smart. And it's Miami with the rebound.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Celtics trail by 9. And here's Walker outside. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Now here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. They recover it. Shot clock at 5. From deep 3-point range, and it's Brown missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Now here's Walker. Back to Tatum. Outside, Smart. The three-pointer, no good.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Shot by Crowder, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 11. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Over Brown. Butler, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
And here's Dragic after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. Second shot opportunity, and Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 8 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. That's a 2 from Butler. And that does it for the first quarter. Heat lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. You learn learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
On the court for Miami here in the second, they've got Jones, Hero out there with Dragic. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Hero. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And now a 9-point Heat lead. Pass to Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, with every team looking to maximize floor space, which big men are the deadliest from outside? Have a shot that you've got to respect.
Oh, well, I think you got to go with a few. Just rapid fire. You got to go with that man, Mr. Towns, out there in Minnesota. How about Blake Griffin, what he did for the Pistons?
Shooting two.
Just shooting, you know, knocking those threes down. Now, I got to give my man Big Lopez a shout-out. He shoots it deep from Curryland out there for the Milwaukee Bucks. So much fun watching these guys. And don't forget about Big Marc Gasol. He'll let it fly from deep as well.
He will, and they're all effective.
Oh, very effective.
Boston making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And he sinks the second. Miami leading by 8. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Dishes it to Jones. Here's Hero. They get a hand on it. Pocket 6. Kicks it to Iguodala. Shoots it up. Good D by Williams. The Celtics shooting only 21% from the field so far. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Edwards can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Shemi Ojale picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Miami leading by 11. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hero passes to Olynyk. Iguodala against Edwards. The pass to Hero. The tray. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Hero's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Heat. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
On the wing, Williams. Olynyk is covering. It's stolen by Jones. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. To end the run. Passes it to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go. And it's off the back rim, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Celtics trail by 17. Pass to Ojale. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Celtics, Shemi Ujale will be at the line shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Derek Jones. So he comes up empty, missing both. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Smart's checked in for Ojale. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 19-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Chalk up 2 there. Wanamaker's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Iguodala with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Hero for the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Smart. On the wing, Brown. From past the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. Here's Miami now. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Here's Hero. Guarded by Smart. Hero passes to Butler. And the shot goes in. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
He's so focused. Butler does not let the defender get into his head. That's a sign of an elite scorer.
The dish now to Brown. Got a hand on it. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Here's Hero. 8 points for him. Floats it up for Iguodala. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Kemba Walker is checked in for Boston. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Hero. Here's Tatum. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Attacking the painted area. That's where Tatum can use his height and length most effectively.
Robinson passes to Dragic. 13 feet away. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now the pass to Poirier. To the middle. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Dragic dishes to Butler. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Here's Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Butler, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
The Celtics shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Number 77.
One shot.
At the line with 1 shot.
Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys established things in the first half?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
We'll see if you keep talking in the second half. Thanks, Andre. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, it was the Jimmy Butler highlight reel. Some spectacular plays, made tough shots, superstar production from him at the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Boston. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh,
you did both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Dragic back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the 2. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. But just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone, or Giannis dunking on anyone, or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, two hands, two legs, one leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. From deep, Walker hits the three-point bomb. Walker's got 10 points.
Oh, and Walker, with his great balance and coordination, very smooth transitioning into the pull-up.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Up top, Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Crowder finds Adebayo. Here's Dragic. Rejected by Walker, and he gets it back. Count it. Celtics trail by 13. Passes it to Tatum. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Walker. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, look at Walker's percentages from beyond the arc. I mean, tremendous improvement over the last few years.
Dragic the pass to Butler. And it's blocked. Smart deciding where to go with it. He kicks to Walker. And it's blocked, but they recover it. It's Smart with the drive. Gets it down to single digits. 7 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dragic dishes to Robinson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And the Heat lead by 10. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys, and so you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports, and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right. And some sound advice, too. The Heat have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
One shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Walker. 15 points in the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 6, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And the first one drops.
And what you love about Tatum is that scoring gene, but with efficiency, both from the field and the line.
And so Tatum nails them both. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the score by Miami. Fires from the line, and the jumper is good. Wanamaker's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Walker kicks to Brown. It's stolen by Jones. Jumps up, and Jones slams it in.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7. Here's Brown. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up for the nice-looking J.
Olynyk finds Dragic. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Walker the pass to Tatum. And Wanamaker has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. They swipe it. Iguodala against Walker. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Here's Hero. 13 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Hill. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Hill's got his first bucket in this one. Goes up on the high post. Shot's good by Walker.
Amazing how Walker stays in control. Look at that quickness.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston, trailing by 13. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Jimmy Butler is out there with Solomon Hill. And there's Iguodala. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Hero in at the point. Now here's Tatum. And it goes down 2 points.
Refusing to let the defender alter his shot. Tatum's focus and drive, it's what helps him finish hard shots.
Here's Hero. Left side, Butler. Rebound, Boston. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Pass to Hero. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. "14 feet away. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Well, with this face-up game, Myers-Leonard comfortable playing at power forward or center.
Yeah, Kevin, but if you look at the muscle he's added, he sure looks like a pivot. I mean, 7'1", solid, 260. The hammer. Well, that's at least what he calls himself. He's ready to bang.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Hill. Robinson is subbed in for Hero.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
It's good. And that's 11 points for Jason Tatum.
Well, you can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Bounce pass from Iguodala. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And the Heat lead by 11. Celtics have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. There's Walker with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Brown. And Brown throws it down.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
Iguodala kicks to Leonard. Robinson against Walker. Now Robinson. Clock at 4. The pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Walker. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
He covers a lot of ground with impressive long strides. Tatum excels at driving to the rack.
Iguodala kicks to Robinson. Here's the lob to the hoop. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Releases from 15. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And once Walker finds his rhythm, he stays aggressive. That's the kind of killer mindset he has to have.
Iguodala dishes to Leonard. Great D that time from Tatum. The Celtics have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his pass.
The Heat leading by 5. Timeout called the Heat.
Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Jay Crowder comes in for Myers-Leonard. And it's Dragic in for Andre Iguodala. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Here's Walker after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Walker in the post. Banked in off the glass. Walker's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Back to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, Walker, very crafty, earning these shooting fouls.
Shooting for Boston, Kemba Walker will be at the line shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Not a guy you want to foul. Walker's a tremendous free throw shooter and does a great job of getting himself to the line.
He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Dragic the pass to Butler. 1:41 left in the fourth, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, this is Butler's bread and butter. At times, he has this on automatic.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. A floater, he lays it in. And the Heat lead by 6.
It's a difficult shot to perfect, but Butler, he has a nice touch on the teardrop right there.
Dragic against Walker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 26 points.
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Dragic against Walker. From the stripe. No good from Dragic. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Walker's shot is off. Butler feeling it out a bit. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, look, if you're open, Butler will find you. His court awareness, very impressive.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trailed by 6. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smart. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, that's one of those buckets that stand out. Nice play by Smart.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Jimmy Butler. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Just so competitive. I mean, Jimmy Butler brings attitude, not only to the games, but practices as well. Kevin, you remember that infamous Minnesota practice before he got traded in 2018? Yeah, that's going down in NBA lore. Kev, those free throws helping them to make the lead even safer.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, amazing. So much talent for Tatum, but also that it factor.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Jimmy Butler. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Walker. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Smart. Over Robinson. Smart misses. And that's an intentional foul.
Daniel Tice. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Goran Dragic. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Here's Tice. Trifecta.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for the Heat, Goran Dragic. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Oh, and it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And so it's Miami winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.